Clear-looking skies, a few sprinkles out there on this Wednesday morning in Fargo-Moorhead. The Red River cam showing that slowly dropping Red River. Nice to see it getting close to being back in the banks here. Clouds hanging around today. We'll have a high near 70, so pretty pleasant overall. Good morning. Welcome to InforumTV. I'm Robin Hubner. Well, both lanes of eastbound I-94 in the Alexandria, Minnesota area are open again after an accident that happened this morning. According to MnDOT, both lanes were closed of eastbound I-94 to clean up some debris from a semi rollover this morning. Traffic was being rerouted onto Highway 29 for a while. Again, eastbound I-94 at Alexandria, Minnesota, open again. NDSU students and employees stumbled upon a very tough scene when they got to work yesterday. Two loose dogs got inside a pen full of sheep and attacked the flock. A dozen of those research animals are dead. And as WDAY 6 reporter Andrea Hubble tells us, it's a big blow to research projects at the school.
I mean, when you have a dog attack, any loss is a great loss.
This research center holds more than 500 sheep. But for NDSU, it's more than the number or how much they cost.
Our students and our student workers, our employees there care deeply about the sheep. They really work hard to care for the sheep, and so they are affected by it and they're hurt by it.
The university plans to take action against the canines' owners and will pursue compensation for what they've lost.
They're used for research and teaching purposes.
Even after mauling the flocks and animal control having to step in, the Huskies were returned to their owners who live in Golden Ridge neighborhood.
It's nature.
Obedience trainer Wally Steinhoff says the dogs aren't necessarily vicious. In fact, this isn't even part of a killer instinct. It's just part of their ancestry.
That drive for food is there.
The research barn has been around since the early 1900s, and in all that time, there's never been an attack like this.
It's disheartening to see this happen.
But from now on, NDSU promises security will be tighter.
That's Andrea Hubble reporting. The owner of those dogs, whose name was not released, was cited with 2 tickets for dogs running at large, punishable by a $500 fine. Gay marriage supporters feel victory in the air. Their confidence is high as Minnesota state representatives plan to vote on overturning an existing same-sex marriage ban Thursday, with senators following in a couple of days. The Senate could take that bill up as early as Saturday. The House vote will come 6 months and 3 days after Minnesotans defeated an attempt to write into the state constitution a ban on gay marriage, the first major defeat in the country for the anti-gay marriage campaign. Here's another sign things are getting back to normal after the spring flood. The North Broadway Bridge in Fargo will reopen to traffic at noon today. That bridge, of course, had been closed because of high water. Let's check in now with WDAY Storm Tracker meteorologist Daryl Richardson for our Wednesday forecast. Daryl?
Good morning, everyone. Should see a mix of sun and clouds in the area today. Probably the cloudiest area will be south and east of Fargo-Moorhead, and that area also seeing some showers on and off through the day. Fargo-Moorhead itself, a mix of sun and clouds. Been a few sprinkles around this morning. Could see a shower or two this afternoon. Much of the day will be dry. To our north, you'll notice much cooler, only in the 50s along the U.S.-Canadian border. That's a cold front that will be sweeping through with the north wind at 10 to 20 today. That north wind will continue tonight, colder, 30s across much of the area, and tomorrow, 60 to 65. Back up close to 70 on Friday. Notice a rain symbol. That is another cold front. This one much more noticeable than the front coming through today. On Friday night, that front will come through and back behind it. I do believe only upper 40s to low 50s for the high on Saturday, but then we'll quickly rebound, and by early next week, be back up around 75 to 80. So lots of ups and downs during the next 7 days, but most of the days, at least in the 60s, and some days doing a little bit better than that. Again today, some scattered showers, especially from Fargo-Moorhead south and eastward, with a mix of sun and clouds, high locally in Fargo-Moorhead near 70 degrees.
Very pleasant and a big-time warm-up next week. Wow, 80s almost. Well, in today's forum, is your pet getting too many shots? A Holly woman's push to have animals vaccinated less often. And tonight on WDAY 6 News, North Dakota State Superintendent Kirsten Baszler, visits a local school to see how North Dakota students are preparing for the 21st century economy. Thanks so much for being here. Back with another update at 10 o'clock, right here on InforumTV.com.